Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and this is Windows Server 2025 Complete Master Course 0 to Expert, and this is fifth video in this course. So in today's session we are going to basically install Windows Server 2025 Server Core Edition. So in last video, which is part 4th, we installed Windows Server 2025 desktop experience, which is full GUI. So this is what we have installed in last video. So this is full GUI Windows Server 2025 data center, and in this video I'm going to install the second type of installation, which is core administration, going to be a server core, which is more secure, lightweight and efficient. So it is going to have only command prompt by default. So let's get started. So the installation and creation process is extremely same, which we did in last video. So we will create a new virtual machine, and then we will select during the installation we will select this time Windows Server 2025 core installation. So let's get started. So I'll go ahead and first create the virtual machine. So let's say I'll select the ISO and then click next, and then skip this thing, and then I'll put name of my virtual machine. So Win2K 25. I'm going to name it core, since this is going to be a core OS. So next, and then I'll give, let's say, 60 gig only, since this is has less footprint. Click next and then click on finish. And now on the configuration side I'll give it let's say 4 GB memory and total 4 cores. And then I'm going to remove floppy from here, and network, I'll select my network, which is basically WAN network, and then remove USB and remove sound card also. Now this machine is ready to power on, so I'll go ahead and power on this virtual machine, and I'll move this to my Windows Server 2025 container. And let me go ahead and press Ctrl any spacebar to begin the installation. So now the server is booting, you can see from the ISO which we have just attached. Now I'll go ahead and click next, and I agree. It will delete everything. So install Windows Server, and then here this is very important. So I'm going to select, you don't have a core mention here. So Windows Server 2025 data center is standard, which does not have a desktop experience. It's basically a core OS. So I'll go ahead and select without desktop experience, Windows Server 2025 data center only, and then click next. And then I'm going to click on accept, and then it will search for the disk, and we got our 60 GB disk. I'll click on next, and now install basically Windows Server 2025 data center, keep nothing. I'll click on install. So now this will go ahead and install Windows Server 2025 core edition on this virtual machine, and I'll go ahead and pause the recording here. Once the installation is done, I'll go ahead and resume from there. So this is the post initial server configuration best practices for Windows Server 2025 core. So the very first thing, you should rename your computer with the specific name, and then configure administrator account with strong password, and then configure the networking, set the static IP address, set the DNS, and then install the Windows updates and set the date and time zone, and configure your firewall and disable unnecessary services if there is any service, and enable remote management. So once our installation is done and machine is ready, we will go ahead and do these post installation tasks. So I'll go ahead and pause the recording here. Once the installation is done, I'll resume from there. You can see the installation is done. Press Ctrl Alt Del to unlock the machine. So I'll go ahead and press Ctrl Alt Del to this machine. Now we need to change the password, so I'll hit enter. So I'll set the password and then hit enter. So password is changed, and now you can see it's applying the computer setting. So now we got the command prompt basically from where we can do the configuration, send our diagnosed data to Microsoft. I'll go ahead and put 1, hit enter. Now it will load the sconfig, which is server configuration utility basically. So it will look like something this. So the very first thing, you need to rename the computer. So I'll press set option 2 and hit enter, and then you need to put your new computer name. So I'll put win 2K25 core and basically hit enter, and then you can see it will ask you to restart the virtual machine now. So I'll go ahead and put no for now. So now the next thing is basically add the local administrator, and remote management is already enabled, and update settings. So I'll go ahead and put 5 and hit enter. Now you can see the basically configure automatic update is a download only as of now. So you can set to automatic download or manual. So I'll go ahead and set it to 1, which is automatic, and then press enter to continue. And now basically we'll go and try to update the machine. Before that, I'll press 7 and go ahead and enable the remote desktop. So I'll press E to enable remote desktop, and now press 1 to allow only client with the remote desktop with the network level authentication. So press 1. So now remote desktop is also enabled, so everything looks good. I'll go ahead and basically now click on 8. So we are going to do the network setting here. So you can see it has taken one IP address by default from my DHCP. So I'll go ahead and change the IP address. So I'll hit enter. Here basically I'll press 6 for my adapter name and hit enter, and now you can see the IP address and all configuration. So everything looks good here, but if you want you can change the set the network address. So I'll go ahead and press 1, hit enter, and then you can specify the static IP address as, and then put the static IP address. So I'll go ahead and basically put my static IP address 192.168 0 dot, let's say 12, and hit enter, and then subnet mask I'll put this, and default gateway 192.168 0.1, and now IP address is configured. Now I'll go ahead and basically hit enter, and now I'll go ahead and set the DNS. So I'll basically if you want you can configure the DNS, but I think for me DNS is good, so I'll go ahead and click enter. Now everything looks good. I'll go ahead and restart my system, and then we'll run the update. So I'll go ahead and select 13 to restart machine, and yes, I want to restart. And now this machine will take reboot. Since we have renamed the IP, renamed the computer name, it is recommended to take a reboot. Once the reboot is done, I'll go ahead and try to basically run the Windows update on this machine. So now we need to put enter after hitting Ctrl-Alt-Del. And now let's try to do a Windows update. So it will automatically load the sconfig. You can see the sconfig is loading. So this is good. Now if you I'll show you something. So if you put 15 here, so it will exit from command prompt and it will go to basically on the PowerShell. So now if you type host name, you should be able to see your host name for the virtual machine. And if you again want to load the sconfig, you can put sconfig enter, so it will load the sconfig. And now I'll go ahead and try to install the update. So I'll select 6 basically, and now I'll select 1 to install all quality updates. Click enter, and now it will search for the updates, and if everything goes well it will go ahead and search for update basically. So let me fix try to now. So now you can see it's searching for applicable updates. Once the updates are identified, it will basically go ahead and install all the updates. So make sure before starting the updates for Windows Server Core or any Windows Server, you should have a correct DNS IP address, gateway, and DNS configured, because it's going to check the updates from the online update.microsoft.com. So if you have a connectivity issue or misconfiguration in your gateway or DNS, then it will not be able to basically communicate, and it will end up with the some error. So which was my previous error was. So I just configured the DNS, and it is now checking for the update. So these are the main steps. So now you can see here available updates. It has identified 3 updates. So if you press A and hit enter, so it will go ahead and download all the updates, and then it's going to install those updates on your machine. So this is how you can basically patch your Windows Server Core after first installation. Since we have enabled the remote management, let's try to basically RDP to core machine. So you can see the ping is not happening because um, basically we have not enabled the ping as of now from the firewall. However, if I go ahead and take the MSTSC for the server, since the remote management is enabled, I should be able to take the RDP. So here you can see we got inside the Windows Server 2025 core, which we have just installed by remote desktop. So this is how you can basically take the RDP of your core machine, and then if you want, you can do any administrative task from remotely, just like a command prompt. You get the command prompt and you can execute the basically commands. So this is pretty much everything which I wanted to show you in this video. So in next videos we are going to configure our core server with the advanced options. We are going to install roles and feature inside the core. Also we are going to do some hands-on demonstration where we are going to install roles, and then we are going to manage it through remote desktop to RSET tool and other tools which is available for the remote administration. So thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.